Most people think the solution to falling behind is to study longer. Japan figured out the opposite was true. A country that consistently produces some of the most disciplined and high-performing students in the world built their entire learning culture around one principle that runs completely against everything the Western world teaches about hard work. I want to break down exactly what that principle is and how you can use the same principle right now to study more in 2 hours than most people do in a full day. In the 1950s, Japan was rebuilding from nothing. No resources, no infrastructure, an entire generation of students who needed to master fields faster than any education system had ever demanded before. The government didn't respond by making school days longer. They didn't pile on more material or more pressure. They brought in a manufacturing consultant named W. Edwards Deming. Deming had one finding that changed everything. Output is not determined by the amount of effort going in. It is determined by the quality of the system that effort moves through. And this is where we get into the 3 principles they used. Principle 1. Kaizen study. Kaizen is the Japanese concept of continuous small improvement. In manufacturing, it meant fixing the smallest efficiencies every single day instead of waiting for a dramatic overhaul. Applied to studying, it means this. Before every session, spend 5 minutes identifying the single weakest point in understanding of the material. Not reviewing everything, not starting from the beginning, finding this exact gap. The one concept that if you understood, it would make everything around it clearer. Then spend the entire session on that one gap. Most students study by moving forward. Japan method stays moved deeper. A student who spends 2 hours closing one row gap gains and retains more and advances faster than a student who spends 8 hours covering ground they half understand. Small targeted improvement every single day compounds faster than broad unfocused effort ever can. Principle 2. Shuhari. This is a concept from Japanese martial arts that their top students apply directly to academic learning. Shu means follow the rule exactly. Ha means break the rule deliberately. Ri means transcend the rule entirely. Applied to studying, it looks like this. First, learn the concept exactly as it's presented. No shortcuts, no jumping ahead. Understand it precisely as the textbook or teacher intended. Second, once you understand it, try to break it. Find the edge cases, ask where it doesn't apply. Argue against it. The moment you can find where something fails, you understand it at a level most students can never reach. Third, teach it to someone else without referencing anything in your own words. With your own examples, the moment you can do that, the concept is no longer information you are now holding. It is part of how you think. Most students never get past Shu. They understand the surface and move on. The Japanese says the surface is just the beginning. Principle 3. Ma. The power of the gap. Ma is a Japanese concept with no direct English translation. It refers to the strategic use of the empty space, the pause between notes that make the music, the silence between words that makes a sentence land. Applied to studying, it means this. Every 15 minutes of focused work must be followed by a 10-minute stop. Not a phone break, not a different kind of mental activity, a complete stop. Eyes closed or unfocused. Japanese researchers studying the top students found that the brain does not consolidate learning during studying it. It consolidates it during the gaps between study. The material moves from short-term to long-term memory, not while you are reading it, but while you are doing nothing at all. Most Western students treat breaks as laziness. The Japanese method treats them as the moment the learning actually happens. Remove the gap and you remove the consolidation. Study without ma and you are filling a bucket with a hole in it. And that is the Japanese method to study more in 2 hours than most do in a full day. Thank you for watching. If you did enjoy, please subscribe so more people can see this. Peace.